I'm a big fan of Reylight flashlights and have all of his current models. The Reylight Pineapple in brass, the center two flashlights, and the Reylight TI Land on the side there in bead blasted titanium. I've done reviews on all these. I even have a second brass pineapple that I've polished up here. The newest edition of the Reylight family is the Reylight Mini in copper, as you can see there on the right. It's a great EDC, so let's take a look further at it. The Mini is quite small. If I take a look at it next to a AAA battery here, you can see it's a little bit longer. Diameter-wise, it's a little bit wider, but it's a very, very small flashlight for what it is. If I hold it next to a BFL 348 here, you can see it's a little bit shorter than the 348. It's just a little bit wider than a 348. Similar length of pocket clips. And the head is just a little bit wider. I like carrying around my 348 just because it is so small you almost forget it's there. And the Reylight Mini is similar. When I measured this, the length came in at 73 millimeters and the diameter of the head at 14.4 millimeters. With a 888 Amazon Basics battery installed, comes in at 1.66 ounces. So for a copper light, that's pretty small. The body of this light resembles its larger pineapple cousins there. You can see kind of these circles with these cutouts here, donuts. I really like that. It's kind of a neat family resemblance. And the front here is pretty similar too, with three rings as well. The head here is a little bit smooth in my opinion. This light is a twisty, so to come on you have to twist it. And in my opinion, it should be just a little bit more grip there because it was a little bit stiff to operate at first. It loosens up over time, and I put a little grease on the threads here, but you know, it's still just a little bit tight sometimes, so I wish there was just a bit more grip on the head. And the back end of the light here, you can see there's a spot for a small piece of tritium, like I have on my pineapple here, and I've got a video on how to install tritium. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. This light is water resistant, but not waterproof, so it'll do fine in a little bit of rain or a little bit of mist, something like that. But it's not a light you'd want to go diving with or expect to be underwater for a long amount of time. The stainless steel pocket clip on this is nice. It's very deep carry. It is removable, which is great. But it takes really some pretty strong force to get off, so I don't think you're going to have any problems with this unattaching. This clip is fairly stout too, so unless you really catch it on something, I don't think that's going to be a problem. One downside is the clip does rotate around the body of the light. Now it's pretty stiff in my opinion, so it's not a problem that it's going to spin around. There's also this lanyard you can see here on top, and it's like it's a bent piece of wire held into these two little holes. I don't think it goes all the way across. It can be removed if you want, and I think this would work as a key attachment if you wanted to, but I don't know how secure that would be. So for my use, I'm going to keep the clip on it and just use it as an EDC. Luckily, the lanyard folds away pretty easily, and in my opinion and experience, it hasn't gotten in the way. So you can see the beautiful copper on this light, and it is coated, and it creates almost a matte finish. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad either. There's pros and cons to this. A pro is that you always have that fresh copper look, and it's less susceptible to scratches than like a polished copper would be. The cons are that it won't oxidize and create a patina that's so popular. Luckily, if you want patina, you can sand this coating off really easily with some high grit sandpaper or maybe even some metal polish. This light uses a Nisha 219 LED that's warmer in color than the BFL 348 that I have. It's similar to other Reylights that I have in terms of tint. I like warmer lights, so that's fine with me. In a perfect world, just be a little bit more neutral. The reflector has pretty heavy orange peel on it, and it sits well behind this anti-reflective coated glass. The resulting beam pattern is free of major artifacts and has a large center with some spill that trails off. Let me show you that. So here is the beam pattern. I've got the light up by the camera lens, so it's about 6-8 inches away. And you can see a beam pattern there. And let me show the BFL 348 as well. So on the right we have the Reylight Mini And on the left we have the BFL 348. Same batteries installed here, so both AA's, and you can see the Reylight is brighter than the BFL 348. Here is my night shots for the Reylight Mini in copper, and here it is on low mode. This is like 0.01 lumen, so very, very low. Doesn't show up on camera. If I bump up, here is medium mode, and you know, this is pretty decent. If you're just going to check the mailbox or something like that, this would be plenty. We can see it on my deck in front of me. The deck's about 15 feet away. I've got the camera set fairly high, but you can see it's not too bad. And here is high mode. And high projects pretty dang good for a AAA light. More in front of you, it's more than enough light. And at a distance, you can see that shed in my neighbor's yard. And it's hard to see on camera, but if I pan up, you can almost see a tree out there. You know, this puts out quite a bit of light for a normal AAA running a nickel metal hydride battery. In comparison, I've got the BFL 348 here. Same brand battery, same charge level. You can see it's even though it's the same LED, it's a whiter, neutraler tone. The Reylight's a little bit warmer color. I don't mind that. I kind of like the warmer colors. I would say the BFL 348 is slightly dimmer, maybe 85-90% of what the Reylight is here with the same battery. So again, here's the Reylight, and here is the BFL 348. Side by side, you can see the color temperatures there against the deck pretty well. The UI on this light is very simple. And it's a twisty, as I mentioned, so if you come on, you get the lowest mode. You come up one more, you get medium, and you twist again, and you get high. This light runs on a AAA battery or a 10440 lithium ion. I don't think you need a lithium battery in this light. Output on my Amazon Basics nickel metal hydride rechargeable AAA is pretty good for its small size in medium and high modes. This light has 3 modes: moonlight, medium, and high. Heat is well controlled with the AAA. Output is listed at 0.1 lumens, 15 lumens, and 125 lumens. Runtime on high with the 750 milliamp hour Amazon Basics nickel metal hydride battery was 35 minutes. And here's a discharge curve to show you what it looks like. On a 10440, the story is a bit different. My 10440 only has 220 milliamp hours, and on high, it only lasted about 9.7 minutes, and the light was just too hot to hold. I measured it with my non-contact thermometer at 125 degrees Fahrenheit, the entire length of the light. This is because the output is tripled when you're running on that lithium battery. So it is 0.3 lumens, 170 lumens, and 360 lumens. The low runtime is down to the light consuming more power because of its tripled output, but also because of the much lower power density in 10440 cells. Remember, it was 220 milliamp hours to 750 milliamp hours. Due to this low runtime and extreme heat, I feel like this light's best operated with rechargeable AAA cell and not a 10440 battery. Packaging of this light is very simple. As you can see here, it's just a simple clear plastic box with some foam insert. So for me, the pros of this light are it's neutral white, that's warmish, with a high CRI LED. It's got a nice beam pattern. It carries really well in the pocket. And the cons are, the coated copper means the light won't oxidize and take on the patina that many people enjoy. It's a personal preference, and it could be lightly sanded if you want to take that off. Since it's a twisty, I wish it had a bit more aggressive grip on the head so it's easier for one-handed operation. And too short a runtime and way too hot on a 10440. I think this light is best with a AAA rechargeable. I really like the Reylight Mini as a small EDC option. Its copper classes it up, in my opinion, and makes it feel more special. Its output in medium and high is good for most close and semi-close tasks. It's certainly better than your cell phone light or any of the light you're going to get at big box stores that are it's a AAA. It's lightweight, and small in size, which makes it the perfect EDC option for an office, especially if you like to carry it in your front pants pockets. At the current price of less than $25 on Amazon, it's a bargain and one that you should definitely check out. Thanks for watching my video. If you like what I'm doing, make sure you are a subscriber and like this video, as it helps me keep making videos like this one.